and welcome to the 5th season of the GC32 Racing Tour. In 2018, we'll visit 5 venues across southern Europe, each selected with the aim of providing optimum foiling conditions to maximise the time that the owner, driver and pro teams spend racing in fully airborne mode. Of the venues chosen for this 5th season of the GC32 Racing Tour, 2 are brand new to the circuit. All the very best GC32 teams are returning this year, including the defending champions Real Team. Looking to challenge for the title will be the 2016 champions Norauto, powered by Team France, skippered by multi-hull legend, Volvo Ocean Race winner and America's Cup skipper Frank Camas. Team Argo of American 2-ton Melgers 32 World Champion Jason Carroll is another serious contender returning to the fleet. The final act of the GC32 Racing Tour in 2017 saw Real Team and Argo fighting for the overall title in Marseille. The American team pushed hard throughout the year, but at the very final event, the Swiss team sailed more consistently to claim the title.
It was a great season, really. We had a lot of fun, a lot of different conditions, full foiling in Calvi, light wind in Marseille. So yeah, I'm happy because we did 5 podiums also. So I think we were consistent in every condition.
For a 3rd year running, the 2018 GC32 Racing Tour will start its season in Riva del Garda on Lake Garda's northernmost corner. However, this year the competition on the Italian racecourse will be even higher as the season opens with the inaugural World Championship of the GC32 class. It'll be the first time in Europe that the GC32 Racing Tour and Extreme Sailing Series fleets have combined to race.
Fantastic venue, fantastic event coming up. We're very excited from our team point of view, but also I think it's great for the class to bringing together the Extremes and GC series together, so it's exciting. I think it really cements our place. A World Championship has been recognition for the class and hopefully attract more sailors into this class to see how much of a fantastic boat it is and the professionalism of the events. It's certainly at the top level, I believe, of catamaran sailing at the moment.
The first ever GC32 Class Championship was held in Muscat, Oman last year, and it was won by the home team, Oman Air. It was the first time that the GC32 Racing Tour fleet had taken on the Extreme Sailing Series boats. The winners, Oman Air, were skippered by Phil Robertson, and the same crew are in Italy to defend their title.
About 6 teams down that can win this event, and know all of them have the potential to do it, but The GC Tour, I think you've got Norauto and Team Tilt that are a little bit unknown to us, and then you've got SAP and Alingi who are extremely good, and now Red Bull's biting on the heels. Like, the speed challenge is pretty cool. The boats are designed to go fast, so when we get an opportunity to light them up, it's a pretty cool thing, and to be able to give someone that experience as well is extra special for them. So yeah, to have a guest on in the boat and be able to go as fast as we can is quite cool. No, who do I think is going to win the World Championships? Oh, hopefully it's us.
A record number of 13 foiling catamarans descended on Riva del Garda for these inaugural World Championships. This in itself would be a new challenge, as the teams are used to sailing in smaller fleets, and now they have more boats and new rivals to contend with.
It's very good already to have 13 teams in the start line with a very good level and a very good champion. A lot of them come from the Extreme Sailing Series, and they race a lot, more than the GC Tour, and they are very good professional teams. They have a very good level because they sail a lot, and so we have to increase at our maximum our level of racing in the maneuver, in the tactic, in the speed, and we train for that, and we will see. But there is no special strategy. You cannot kill a guy before the start. You have just play with him, and this is interesting and exciting for us.
Adam Minoprio, helmsman of SAP Extreme Sailing Team, is well placed to judge the competition posed by both fleets. He won the GC32 Racing Tour in 2016, followed by the Extreme Sailing Series in 2017. Understandably, he's one of the favourites to lift the title in Riva del Garda. The team is one of the longest serving in the 12-year history of the Extreme Sailing Series, having raced on the circuit for the last 7 years. The team was created by Danish match racers and America's Cup sailors, Jez Graham Hansen and Rasmus Kostner, and today they are still very much part of the team.
The season before that I did the GC Tour and we won that, so there's nothing to prove in terms of which series you came from, and I think every team that's here wants to win it. Not every event you do is a World Championship, so this event carries a lot of weight and a lot of respect for the winner, so everybody here is going to be doing their best to win it, and it's going to be a very tough competition. The first thing is it's a lot longer racetrack for us, and that's going to spread the boats out a bit more, which is good, but there's twice as many boats. In any racing you don't want to get involved in a lot of boat-on-boat action, because you might beat the boat next to you, but you're going to lose to the whole fleet. So I think the racing is still going to be quite similar in the respects that you just want to stay clean, you don't want to get caught up with other boats, and you just want to sail the boat as fast as you can the whole way around the racecourse.
Aside from the regular GC32 sailors, there are a number of new crew members who have made the trip to compete in the World Championship. Simon Hull and Frank Racing have come all the way from New Zealand. Although they're new to the circuit, Hull has campaigned as GC32 Down Under for the last 2 seasons. On board Frank Racing will be a Kiwi powerhouse crew with Youth America's Cup and GC32 experience.
Pretty new to the GC32. Team's had a fair bit of experience. Some of the young guys have both used my boat for training before the Red Bull Youth, for their trials and for their training, and they've done some extreme sailing in these boats, so they're a lot more experienced in them than I am, really. The competition's superb. We're very much novices to this, and we're sure we're going to learn a lot from this, and hopefully over the regattas we can learn and get better. Fantastic to be sailing in a wonderful venue and with so many great experienced sailors. It's the future of sailing, isn't it, foiling? It's the next way to go faster.
The lineup for the GC32 World Championship was one of the most multinational in terms of big boat sailing. Competing teams heralded from European countries such as France, Britain, Austria and Switzerland, and from further afield, the United States, Oman, Mexico, Australia and New Zealand. Amongst the most famous of crew members was Glenn Ashby, a multiple A-class catamaran world champion and the man who skippered Emirates Team New Zealand to victory in last year's America's Cup. Also well known to sailing fans worldwide is Frank Camas, winner of the 2011-2012 Volvo Ocean Race. These big names from the world of sailing are attracted by the opportunity to race state-of-the-art, ultra-high-speed flying machines. Towering clouds over the surrounding mountain peaks made conditions on Lake Garda challenging for the competitors and race management on the opening day of the championship. 2 races were sailed, which saw Ineos Rebels UK take the lead on the overall scoreboard.
The second race, obviously we won. We managed to pick a good lane off the start line, and then some great pressure going up the first beat, which then put us ahead. And then from there on out, a bit of defensive sailing, and then just sailing the pressure through to the finish line. We're kind of looking to really build on that tomorrow, hopefully up our performance again, but it's all about keeping a level head at this stage in the competition.
On day 2, Lake Garda lived up to Garda Trentino's tourist brochure with beautiful sunny weather, a 15 to 18 knot southerly wind, which enabled the flying catamarans to hit 30+ knots. The second day belonged to Team Tilt, skippered by Sebastian Schneider. They finished in the top 4 in all 5 of the races sailed, and with their consistency they climbed from 11th place overnight up onto the top of the leaderboard. Oman Air lay in second place on equal points, whilst Alingi were just 1 point behind in third. In between races, the teams also contested the Anonymous Speed Challenge. In this, the teams carry out individual speed runs over a reach-jibe-reach course. Each crew had the chance to push their GC32s to their limits, requiring maximum effort and focus. The event also gives the opportunity for an onboard guest to experience the speeds possible on one of these foiling catamarans.
That's quite different from the regular racing because you go only against yourself, basically just doing the fastest time in a short course. So basically you can even decide in a lapse of 1 minute when do you want to start and just get on the foils as fast as you can.
There is a really great experience when they foil because they really go up from the sea. The feeling is you flying, so it was great.
The first experience for me on a GC32. I'm really excited about that. Maybe it will be the best experience of my life. I'm gonna fly today.
As the championship progressed, this inaugural GC32 World title developed into a two-horse race. Sebastian Schneider's crew on Team Tilt versus Jez Graham-Hansen and Rasmus Kostner's SAP Extreme Sailing team were neck and neck, with Oman Air in third. Meanwhile, Alinghi, skippered by Ernesto Bertarelli, was in the lead of the owner drivers division. In the end, the crew on Team Tilt, including Emirates Team New Zealand's America's Cup-winning skipper Glenn Ashby, put in some remarkably consistent performances to claim the title. In 13 out of the 16 races, they never finished below fourth place, an incredible display of reliability. The red boat also came out on top in the Anonymous Speed Challenge. SAP Extreme Sailing Team finished the week in second, whilst Oman Air remained third.
It's a really special feeling, especially it's our first World Champion title for the whole team, except Glenn, who was joining us for this event, so really cool to share it with all my mates, and yeah, really special moment.
Yeah, we just came off the water here. It was a tight battle with Team Tilt, and we take second. Of course, we're happy with that, but it was a close battle, and we were hoping to win, but we'll take it and look at how we can do it better, but remember to celebrate a second sometimes.
Whether it was a good finish, we put ourselves in some pretty tricky situations by having a bad day, but we managed to pull through in the end and secure third place overall. So yeah, it's good. Obviously we came here to try and win, and we would love to have won, but third's still good and we're on the podium, so yeah, the team's happy.
Ernesto Bertarelli's Alinghi finished fourth overall, and at the same time was the runaway leader of the Owner Driver Championship, finishing on 88 points to the 129 of Jason Cowell's second-placed Argo.
No, I'm pleased with my result. Obviously, I would have liked to do a podium, but considering the professionals around me, in front and behind, I'm pretty happy with the 4th place overall. And yeah, owner's driver is, I wish there'll be more of owner drivers, so I invite other owners to come and drive their boat.
First ever World Championship ended with a spectacular prize giving and the crowning of the new World Champions. Team Tilt were also awarded an Anonimo Masterpiece watch as they won the Anonimo Speed Challenge. The GC32 Racing Tour teams will meet up for their second event in 2018, and it's a new country and a new venue for the tour. A venue that is a cruise favourite with its famous nautical history. Explorer Vasco da Gama once frequented its waters, but more recently it's been used as a training venue for Olympic teams. We look forward to our next event in Lagos in Portugal. It's just 10 kilometres away from the Cape Saint Vincent, the southwesternmost tip of Europe. See you there, and thanks for watching.
Lagos is the next event on the GC32 tour. The first time we've been down there with our flying catamarans. It looks like a lovely town. It's a good place for sailing. So I think after this event everyone's excited. They've got some more practice in and the tour continues on.
Next event is going to be the GC32 Lagos Cup, end of June, and we're very much looking forward to go Portugal. First time for the GC32 Racing Tour in Portugal, and very much looking forward to that great event. We'll have a full fleet of GC32s there, and first time in the Algarve. See you there.